Detroit has so much to do with not only the mobility of our country, but our continent and really around the globe. I've worked for many, many years with the people that not only build and design the vehicles that U-Haul now has in its fleet, but they also build all the vehicles that pulled out trailers before we even had trucks.
Detroit has had a hard time. The city has lost population, has been losing population since the 1950s. Our department has had a collaboration with U-Haul for a number of years now. One of our most recent projects was to look at the effects of the adaptive reuse in New Center Detroit. There's clearly been signs of a resurgence, and there are now places and things for people to do in New Center that didn't exist 5 years ago.
My goal is to find a blighted building, to repurpose, to revitalize, to re-give hope to the community. It's phenomenal when you see a dilapidated building or the blight within the community and how you all can kind of come in and repurpose.
Typically, these types of buildings, there aren't a lot of reuses for them. So it's kind of important that we can come in and be a part of the sustainability effort to take them off of the market, revitalize them, and through our adaptive reuse program, put it to a good, purposeful use for the communities.
Some of the challenges for the reuse buildings, being that they're so old, you have to be creative. I take a lot of pride in these buildings when I work on them. This has been a great position for me here at U-Haul, and I love to be able to do the things and bring the history back into the building and show people where this building came from and where it is now.
Humble Design was founded in 2009 because I came here to Detroit and met a woman who was struggling with a homeless situation, and her 2 children were sleeping on the floor when they finally secured housing. And here we are, 10 years later, doing our 1,000th home the same way that we did our first home, which was with pride and dignity and respect.
It's kind of crazy because you take for granted things like not having a bed and not having curtains on your windows, and to be a part of that and see people actually brought to tears, that's just pretty amazing. Kind of restores your faith in humanity. We both work to give people a better life. We move people to better lives, and Humble Design tries to give people a better life. It's a perfect partnership, and it's really exciting to have worked with them.
Humble Design Detroit serves the formerly homeless community here. So often when people are in that situation, the majority of the time they have nothing left. So this is our little gift that we give. We go in there with a group of volunteers and we decorate their whole house and we surprise them with it.
We have to get things from point A to point B with love. I mean, that's what we do. And so getting it there means that we have to store it, we have to sort it, and we have to truck it from place to place. And U-Haul's been a fantastic partner in helping us do those things.
The Greening of Detroit is an environmental nonprofit. We've been in existence since 1989. Our mission is to promote a sustainable urban environment through trees and green spaces, healthy living, education, training, and job opportunities. Very grateful for the support of U-Haul, the Conservation Fund. Appreciate the partnership to provide us the opportunity to do this project.
So we're right on the banks of the Rouge River, and the Rouge River floods. And what we needed was trees to break the rain, slow it down, get it into the earth rather than flooding these beautiful neighborhoods. I was here in 2013 when U-Haul made the donation to plant 1,600 trees. So we're really grateful for our partner Greening of Detroit and U-Haul for making this planting possible.
Detroit is on the right track. It's a lot of development going on around here, mostly downtown and on the outskirts of downtown, but I see things starting to happen in the neighborhood. Dealing with U-Haul, I get to see the rework, actually up close when people bring these trucks that they move back to Detroit. We got some people's coming out, but we got a lot of people that still moving into Detroit, which is nice.
I started the business back in 1990, and then we became a U-Haul dealers at 1997. I love what I'm doing. I'm a hustler. I've been doing this for years. I mean, where we are right now, it's a good community. That's what keeps me going and make this neighborhood safe and secure.
So the development that I see going on in downtown Detroit now from where it was even 5 years ago when we began our process, just amazing to see. The city is really coming back, and I'm just extremely proud of Detroit.
Our students are always wonderfully surprised at how one corporation can take a building that was previously abandoned and turn it into something that's used today.
There are so many things going for the city of Detroit. I've seen it when people counted Detroit and its citizens out. It's now back to being the darling of our economy. That's what we try to see, and there's plenty of that to go around in Detroit, and we're just getting started.